Next week on Coronation Street, scheming Maggie Driscoll interferes in Lauren Bolton's romantic life as she plots to ruin Lauren's growing connection with Ollie. After noticing each other at work, Lauren and Ollie begin a gentle new romance, but Maggie makes it clear she strongly disapproves. Maggie becomes so fixated on separating the pair that she deliberately alters the Rovers' return work schedule, preventing Lauren from attending her planned date. She openly admits to arranging Lauren's shift the night before, ensuring the meeting with Ollie never takes place. The move is deliberate and spiteful, leaving serious questions about how extreme Maggie's behavior could become if it means keeping the couple apart. As the week unfolds, Steve McDonald and Ben Driscoll enjoy a relaxed game of darts, while Lauren and Ollie continue exchanging flirty glances behind the bar. Although their behavior is harmless, Maggie grows increasingly agitated by their obvious chemistry. Before long, Maggie snaps and sharply instructs Lauren to stop fooling around and concentrate on her duties. Whether Lauren will comply or stand her ground remains uncertain. Maggie finds it impossible to tolerate the pair's playful behavior, and her irritation quickly turns into open hostility. She directs her frustration toward Lauren, escalating the tension between them even further. Viewers are left wondering if Maggie will manage to destroy Lauren and Ollie's relationship, or if the young couple can overcome her constant interference. Meanwhile, it has been teased that Maggie will play a major role this year, particularly when the truth about Megan Walsh's grooming of Will eventually comes to light. Determined to shield her youngest grandson, Maggie may be willing to cross even more lines. The soap is also set to revisit an unresolved moment from last year, when Maggie appeared unsettled after discovering something inside Ken Barlow's home. Sharp-eyed viewers may recall a brief scene at number 1 where Maggie's reaction suggested unease after opening a cabinet. That mysterious discovery will soon be explained, with confirmation that it is only the beginning of a much larger storyline yet to unfold. A major shock is set to hit the Driscoll household on Coronation Street, with a huge revelation about to shake the family to its core. Since taking over the Rovers, Ben has been managing the famous pub alongside his mother Maggie and his partner Eva. Living under the same roof are Ben's 2 sons, Ollie and Will, along with his stepdaughter Susie, creating plenty of opportunities for tension and conflict. Most of the drama has stemmed from the ongoing clash between Eva and Maggie, who are currently locked in a bitter feud. However, the family should prepare for even greater upheaval, as a life-changing secret is on the horizon that could either unite them or tear them apart completely. While it is still unclear which members of the household will feel the biggest impact, Ben's relationship with Maggie is expected to hit its lowest point yet. Although he deeply cares for his mother, Ben is often pushed to his limits, especially with the current storyline bringing hidden tensions to the surface. Maggie has always been fiercely protective of her family, even covering for Will after his violent attack on Daniel. Could her protective instincts once again push Ben to breaking point? Fans are left to speculate, but it is clear that Ben will continue to do his best as a father despite the challenges. His dedication to his children has never wavered, even though his former rugby career kept him on the move and away from home for long periods. Now, with his playing days behind him, Ben is determined to build stronger bonds with his kids while managing the busy pub and family home. With 6 people living under one roof, tensions are inevitable, but his intentions remain sincere, and he is striving to be the best father he can in difficult circumstances. Next week on Coronation Street, Will Driscoll could finally be unmasked for his brutal Christmas Day attack on Daniel Osborne as the teacher begins piecing together the truth about his student's volatile nature. Is it only a matter of time before Will is forced to face the consequences? When Daniel meets the man who was supposedly responsible, an imprisoned individual named Colin, he immediately realizes the man is innocent. Could Daniel finally uncover what really happened? Despite attempts to keep the truth hidden, Will's jealous streak and explosive temper are drawing attention, making it harder to conceal his actions. On Christmas Day, Daniel was viciously attacked in a back alley, left vulnerable after Will lashed out in a fit of jealousy. Meanwhile, a manipulative figure is grooming Will, dangling promises for the future while flaunting her romance with Daniel in front of him. Although Daniel suspects there is an inappropriate attraction involved, he remains unaware that Will himself is the real culprit behind the assault. As part of a restorative justice initiative, Daniel meets the person who was falsely accused of the attack. But when he encounters Colin, it quickly becomes clear that this man is not the one who left him injured and frightened on Christmas night. Later, Daniel's doubts grow when he overhears Maggie reprimanding her grandson for his uncontrollable temper. Having already seen Will's jealousy and unpredictable behavior, Daniel begins to suspect that Will was responsible all along. Will Daniel uncover the truth about what happened to him on Christmas Day? And if he exposes Will, how will those manipulating the teenager react? The show has hinted that the dark storyline will reach a dramatic conclusion, with the manipulative character ultimately facing justice. Over time, Will is expected to realize that he has been exploited and that what he experienced was not genuine affection, leading to a reckoning for those who harmed him. If you thought Carl Webster had already hit rock bottom, tonight's episode proved otherwise. Already causing chaos within his own family, the villain revealed an even darker side by threatening his former partner. The episode began with Carl putting on his usual charm to assist a newcomer covering a shift at the cafe. He noticed her struggling with the till and quickly stepped in to help, sparking a playful and flirtatious exchange between them. During their chat, Carl mentioned he planned to leave Weatherfield as soon as he could raise the funds. But the conversation was cut short when his ex walked in and left soon after seeing him. Later at the pub, Carl's presence drove two other patrons out, leaving the newcomer puzzled about why he had so many enemies. Despite this, she accepted his offer for a drink, and the pair shared another suggestive moment as they left together. Observing from a distance, his ex accused the newcomer of being his next target. Carl shrugged off the remark, insisting she should stop repeating herself and blaming her for her own actions. The ex fired back, calling him scum and vowing to expose him to everyone. The confrontation appeared to provoke Carl, who warned her to watch what she says about him. She stood her ground, saying she wasn't afraid, prompting Carl to chillingly reply that she should be. Viewers know Carl is more than capable of following through on his threats, leaving the question of whether his ex will back down or how far he might go to keep her silent hanging in the balance. Coronation Street has finally revealed that Will Driscoll was responsible for the brutal attack on Daniel Osborne, but he isn't the only one hiding the truth about what unfolded on Christmas night. The soap wrapped up its latest mystery quickly in the Boxing Day episode as a shock admission led into revealing flashbacks. Daniel was violently assaulted and left unconscious in the ginnel after spending Christmas Day at the Rovers' return with his new girlfriend Megan Walsh and the Driscoll family. He had stepped outside to take out the rubbish at number 1 when someone seized the moment to strike. Scenes the following day showed Daniel being rushed to hospital after he was discovered by a shocked passerby. Unable to see his attacker, Daniel couldn't identify who had ambushed him from behind. Back at the Rovers, Maggie Driscoll appeared to piece things together after pressing her grandson Will about whether he was concealing something. Viewers already know that Will is being manipulated by Megan, his athletics coach, and that his jealousy over her relationship with Daniel has been building. Trying to mask his real motivation, Will admitted that he lost control and attacked Daniel from behind, believing for a moment that he might have killed him. He went on to justify his actions by claiming Daniel despised him, blaming a failed mock exam result and resentment over how Daniel had spoken to Maggie the previous day. Despite his confession, Will was technically in the clear, as the crime had already been pinned on a homeless man who was found in possession of Daniel's stolen belongings. Maggie quickly suggested the man must have stumbled across Daniel unconscious and taken advantage, but a flashback revealed a far darker truth. After witnessing Will's violent outburst from an upstairs window at the Rovers, Maggie rushed outside to protect him. She deliberately removed Daniel's valuables at the scene, intending to shift suspicion onto someone else. Unaware of how far Maggie went to shield him, Will now finds himself indebted to her. In return for keeping his secret, Maggie expects his loyalty, beginning with persuading his father Ben to allow her to move back into the Rovers. Maggie remains in disgrace following her cruel attempt to humiliate Eva on Christmas Day, but her secret pact with Will could be the key to restoring her position, if it doesn't unravel first. Coronation Street continues to air on weeknights at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1 and is available to stream on ITVX.